Antonio Brown has been getting roasted on social media after he ripped former teammate JuJu Smith-Schuster Sunday on social media. Brown, who was traded from the Pittsburgh Steelers to the Oakland Raiders earlier this offseason, essentially blamed JuJu for Pittsburgh missing the playoffs for the first time since 2013. Smith-Schuster, playing with an injury, caught 11 passes for 115 yards before fumbling late in the team's Week 16 loss to New Orleans. Despite the fumble, JuJu was named the team's MVP 4 days later. At about the same time, Brown left the team before returning for Pittsburgh's season finale against Cincinnati. Many suspected that part of Brown's decision to leave the team, asked to be traded, was spurred on by his jealous towards Smith-Schuster, who has quickly become one of the Steelers' most popular players since joining the team in 2017. Smith-Schuster also led the Steelers in receptions and receiving yards last season. LeBron James's oldest son, Bronny, joined the list of people that have lost respect for Brown following his recent actions towards Smith-Schuster. Bronny James, LeBron James's oldest son and former fan of Antonio Brown, has apparently had it with Brown following his ongoing criticism of JuJu Smith-Schuster. Along with blaming JuJu for Pittsburgh missing the playoffs in 2018, Brown shared a 2015 private message from Smith-Schuster on Monday. "I don't address my personal relationships via social media like attention whores and clowns. If I got ya number I call, if I got ya ID I pull up." Vince Williams, at Vinny Vitovici 98, April 8, 2019. Pittsburgh inside linebacker Vince Williams didn't hold back a day after Brown openly criticized JuJu Smith-Schuster on social media. Brown has had few and any supporters on social media after publicly criticizing JuJu. "Everyone's so focused on negativity and drama, y'all just not gonna pay attention to the fact that Ryan Shazier out here box jumping and ish breaking. All barriers being all types of role models." Pic.twitter.com/eser5xm825u. Mike Mitchell, at I am Mike Mitchell, April 8, 2019. Mike Mitchell, Pittsburgh's former safety and Brown's teammate from 2014 to 17, has decided to focus on Ryan Shazier's amazing recovery update. Shazier posted a video of him doing a box jump on Sunday at around the time of Brown's attack of JuJu. "Emotion, boy fumbled the whole postseason in the biggest game of year. Everyone went blind too. Busy making guys famous, not enough reality these days. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. By the way, check the list https://t.co/2swwt8kojx. Antonio Brown, at ab84, April 7, 2019. Antonio Brown got into a back and forth with several fans on Sunday. That conversation resulted in Brown calling out JuJu Smith-Schuster for his fumble near the end of Pittsburgh's Week 16 loss to the New Orleans Saints. Never mind the fact that JuJu caught 11 passes for 115 yards in that game despite playing through a painful injury. Keep your emotions off the internet. JuJu Smith-Schuster, at Team JuJu, April 7, 2019. JuJu's first response to Brown's comment was a subtle comment of his own on Twitter. Brown's comment on Sunday confirms the reports that Brown was jealous of Smith-Schuster receiving the team MVP last season. "All I ever did was show that man love and respect from the moment I got to the league. I was genuinely happy for him too when he got traded to Oakland with a big contract, and now he takes shots at me on social media." JuJu Smith-Schuster, at Team JuJu, April 7, 2019. Smith-Schuster then directly addressed Brown's dig. Just like Brown, JuJu called Brown "my guy," despite Brown forcing his way off of the Steelers earlier this offseason. Brown was also never a mentor to Smith-Schuster, who quickly became a fan favorite in Pittsburgh. "Crazy how big that ego got to be to take shots at people who show you love." SMH, JuJu Smith-Schuster, at Team JuJu, April 7, 2019. JuJu then took a shot at massive Brown's ego, which at this point can't disputed. Just last week, Brown bragged on social media about being the highest-paid receiver in the NFL. SMHpic.twitter.com/jakema3ors. JuJu Smith-Schuster, at Team JuJu, April 7, 2019. This was JuJu's most recent response to Brown on Sunday afternoon. After supporting Brown for nearly 2 years, it's clear that Smith-Schuster has grown sick and tired of Brown's antics. Twitter war with @ab84. Brown, he's been great all year. He's the reason we're here. At SteelersPick.Twitter.com/5M2PHSQTRM. Eric Ritchie, at Eric Ritchie Vision. April 8, 2019. Brown initially showed support for JuJu following his Week 16 fumble against the Saints. Brown's tune completely changed on Sunday, blaming JuJu for the team's failure to make the playoffs. "Remember when you stepped out of bounds and we didn't make the playoffs? Thanks a lot at Ab84. Pick.Twitter.com/Moibso2Rero. Draft Devin Bush, at James and JuJu. April 7, 2019. Brown seems to have forgotten when he stepped out of bounds of would have been the game-winning play against the Dolphins in 2013. Pittsburgh lost the game and ultimately missed the playoffs. Remember this game? At Ab84. Pick.Twitter.com/2XSF24Gamib. Big Meat Pete, at X-24. April 7, 2019. Fans have quickly reminded Brown of the mistakes he made as a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fumble in 2014 contributed to Pittsburgh's upset loss to the New York Jets. Remember Week 15 in 2012? Our record is 7-6 and we need a win. We are up 7 in the fourth, you fumbled, we lost and missed the playoffs. Thanks at Ab84. Pick.Twitter.com/SephoroshXLX. Draft Devin Bush, at James and JuJu. April 7, 2019. Fans also reminded Brown of his critical fumble in Pittsburgh's 2012 loss to Brown's new team, the Oakland Raiders. The play was one of the main contributors to the Steelers missing the playoffs that season for the first time since 2009. No need for that. Showing true colors right here. No respect for this feud. Eric Weddle, at Weddle's Beard. April 7, 2019. Los Angeles Rams safety and respected NFL veteran Eric Weddle summed up the general reaction to Brown's criticism of JuJu Smith-Schuster on Sunday night. Brown's attack of a former teammate has further cast him into the role of villain as the 2019 NFL offseason continues. "I respect his game, but I can't wait to smash this. Dude, no need for that. https://t.co/loose-cobb. Justin Reed, at jreed_v. April 7, 2019. Houston Texans cornerback Justin Reed is obviously not a fan of Antonio Brown's criticism of JuJu Smith-Schuster. Brown has definitely made himself a marked man after running his mouth all off-season. "I tried to tell y'all." From September 2018 on at The Undefeated, https://t.co/eltonz3b. Jesse Washington, at Jessa Washington. April 8, 2019. The ESPN writer Antonio Brown, physically threatened onto social media during the 2018 season, reminded everyone of his article that detailed Brown's destructive behavior. "It's almost like the local reporters who were in the locker room every day had a good handle on who was actually to blame for the Steelers' melodrama all along." https://t.co/nbcxerxes. Dave Dameshek, at Dameshek. April 8, 2019. Local Pittsburgh sports writers were criticized for being too hard on Brown during his time with the Steelers. "No one is saying that anymore after Brown's off-season antics. What an insufferable, awful human being." https://t.co/youtkin. Josh Yohei, at Josh Yohei. PGH. April 7, 2019. Pittsburgh media members that previously had to tolerate Brown's antics are finally letting him know how they feel. Brown was one of the Steelers' worst players with regard to working with the local media, yet everyone was mad at me. Now they are starting to see it. Ryan Clark, at RealRClark25. April 7, 2019. Ryan Clark, who said that Brown once verbally assaulted Dick LeBeau during a practice back in 2012, has said for years that Brown's attitude would only get worse after he got paid. Turns out Clark was right. Alexa, play "Why Can't We Be Friends" by warpick.twitter.com/7j7lmnwhq1. Emmanuel Sanders, at @Sanders_10. April 8, 2019. Emmanuel Sanders, who criticized Brown earlier this offseason, also reacted to Brown and JuJu's feud on Sunday. While Brown may have better stats than Samuels is the one with a Super Bowl ring, winning his as a member of the Broncos in 2015. People be letting that lil money go to their head. AJ Brown, at Brown1Arthur. April 7, 2019. AJ Brown, one of the top receivers in this year's draft, reacted to Brown's immaturity on Sunday. Brown said recently via Twitter that he would love the opportunity to replace Brown in Pittsburgh. JuJu discovering the real Antonio Brown. https://t.co/yuspidbeefzos. @EdBusha. April 7, 2019. Fans and members of the media quickly reacted to Brown and JuJu's social media remarks. Throughout the off-season, Brown's true colors continue to show. He also continues to make the Steelers organization look better by continuing to embarrass himself with his actions. JuJu sending Antonio Brown to the Raiders like ? Curtain 4, April 7, 2019. While Brown is apparently embracing his new role as Pittsburgh's most hated athletes, JuJu continues to endear himself to Steelers fans after taking shots at his former teammate. Anybody still wondering where a significant portion of the Steelers drama came from? Mark Kaboly, @MarkKaboly, April 7, 2019. Despite his production, Brown continues to show why he never helped lead the Steelers to a championship during his time in Pittsburgh. Immaturity. Brown will now try to be a leader on an Oakland team that went 4-12 last season. It's so obvious that JuJu is making a play to take us to the playoffs this season while AB is costing the Raiders big time. It always happens. @SmithSchuster_, April 7, 2019. While no one knows for sure what will happen next season, it does appear that JuJu is more set up for success than Brown, who is joining a Raiders team that hasn't made the playoffs since 2002. It's a shame how jealous Antonio Brown is of JuJu's Smith-Schuster talent, that he would take such a cheap shot. Needs to grow up and realize he doesn't play for Pittsburgh anymore and move on. Quit trying to disrupt the team. They have moved on without you. Jesse Gill, @JesseGill13, April 7, 2019. This tweet sums up the unfortunate turns of events with regard to how Brown's time with the Steelers came to an end. Instead of going down as a franchise legend, Brown will ultimately be remembered for his selfishness, immaturity and greed.